Hello everybody, and welcome to Delve or Die. Today we are going to be covering a little different game than what I normally do, and that is Four Against Darkness here. This is actually one of the first solo games that I've ended up playing. It's a fantastic game, and I decided to just do kind of a one-shot with 4 halflings, which is probably not the smartest idea, and this may not be a very long stream, and they probably won't get very far. But one of the cool things about halflings is that one of the traits they get is halflings have a number of luck points equal to their level plus 1. So we are going to be able to use that to kind of help hopefully fudge some of our rolls with 4 halflings. That means we get 8 rerolls if needed. So not sure how that's going to work out. I did roll gold beforehand, and the gold did end up 2 of them had 11 gold and 2 of them had 8 gold, so I purchased armor with 2 of them. And then 2 of them got bandages just to kind of give them a little bit of a boost, I guess. So one thing that I'm going to share here is I'm going to be drawing out my maps on Roll20, and I'm going to be using the Caranathalis Companion. Caranathalis is another game that is a solo RPG that is a wonderful game as well. So I'm going to be using this just for my maps. So I'm trying to keep everything digital today and not have to do too much work. So the maps are going to be done through the Caranathalis Companion and just getting those maps out of there. And then I have a little paint document that I kind of put together that gives me my little cheat sheet on the side. So we'll be drawing out the maps, coming back to this to see what exactly we need to do. We have our 4 halflings here. We have Frodo, Pippin, Bilbo, and Sam Smart. All halflings, all level 1, all with -1 attack because they all have light weapons. 2 of them with armor at a +1 defense roll. They all have 4 life. We have Frodo, who holds the 1 spoon. They're looking to get through the dungeon of I think I said it's the Mountain of Doom. So Frodo's attempting to get to through the Mountain of Doom to throw the 1 spoon into a pit of lava to end the unsatiable hunger over the land. They just keep eating and eating, kind of the plague of MSG. They can't get over this hunger. So Frodo has been tasked with taking the 1 spoon to Mount Doom, throwing the spoon into the lava pit in Mount Doom, which will destroy the 1 spoon. So we have our 4 halflings. They are going to be venturing through this to try and kind of get where they need to go. We have our character sheet here, kind of shows us what we're looking at, and then again we have our maps we're going to draw for Roll20 here. We do have our the maps is how we draw them. I will be getting room descriptions out of the Caranathalis book as well. And then we have our digital dice that we're going to be rolling as we progress here. So we arrive at Mountain Doom with our characters, looking to move forward. So we're going to go ahead and get our map, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw an entryway here. And we're going to say that there's a door here, and perhaps 1 door right here. Now there's normally doors are locked rules. For the simplicity of the game, I'm not going to do that. So we're going to go ahead and move our characters inside. And we have our 4 hobbitses, all innocently looking. And so I'm not going to do anything for the first room here. But what we are going to do is we're going to roll a D100, and the D100 is going to give us our descriptor as to what this room has in it. So let's go ahead and pull up that and look and see. So 2d10s is a 36, Let's see, with a 36. What do we get for our first room? What is the first room? Tell our hobbits. A still black pool reflects the darkest aspects of one's soul, showing the horrors within. So they walk into Mount Doom, and as soon as they walk in, a black pool greets them, and they all look fearful. But knowing they've gone through this adventure so far, they feel firmly, their resolve is clenched within them, and they know they've come this far to Mount Doom to not be taken by some black pool. They know they will proceed forward and victoriously as to what they believe. So now we're going to go ahead and see they decide as they talk amongst each other that they probably want to head to the leftmost entryway here. So we're going to go ahead and roll in. We're going to go ahead and draw a card to see what that entryway is going to be. So let's go ahead and draw that. And that left way kind of opens into a little more of a room that, let's see here, it kind of moves up. Sorry, going back and forth between windows. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go here and draw this a little bit. And then we have two circles. And what we're going to do for the sake of we're losing space is we will create a doorway right here. So the party entering this room sees we gotta roll two d20s, two d10s, 76. So the party first entering this room sees an otherworldly mist fills the room, giving glimpses of fleeting, forgotten dreams from the past. So they enter a room with this mist, having these fleeting memories kind of swamp their heads. And as they do, we rolled, this is a room, so we rolled a 7. In a room, if we roll a 7, we're going to roll a d6 on the minions table. So we come in, we have these memories that are floating from our heads and filling our heads. And the minions table, page 36. We rolled a 5. D3 trolls. So as we are in our way, just kind of, we're in our element, this mist is surrounding us. 3 trolls. Well, we don't know if it's 3 or not. We're going to roll a d4, and if it's a 4, we're going to say that it's 2, just to be fair. So 3. So we have 3 trolls approach us at level 5. So 3 level 5 trolls approach our 4 halflings in this room. They see the trolls and they kind of gather themselves and look at themselves, and Frodo kind of puts himself together. We have Sam Smart that runs forward and says, "I'll protect you, Frodo!" and goes, and they lunge at the trolls. So in this game, you can determine if you want to let a reaction pass and see what the reaction of the trolls are, or go straight into battle. So the reactions here, 1 to 2 are fight, and 3 to 6 are fight to death. So either way, these trolls are going to be fighting. So it looks like we don't have a choice but to fight. Halflings add their plus level to their defense rolls against trolls. So we're going to be able to add a +1 to all of our rolls against these trolls. So we're going to go ahead and start to engage the battle here. Okay, so the first thing is our team gets to go first. And we have, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 4 dice at one time for the attack. So we have one person that managed to hit one of the trolls. So trolls regenerate unless it's killed by a spell, or unless a character uses one action to chop up an already killed troll to bits. If this does not happen, roll a die for every killed troll on its turn. On a 5 or 6, the troll will come back to life and continue to fight. So technically a 6 is an exploding die, which means that person gets to roll again. So what I'm thinking is, now the rules may not say this, but let's see here. We're going to roll that extra die. So we have a 6 and then we have a 2, which is an 8. So one troll has officially been killed. Let me see here. So it says we roll a die for that troll on the next turn. So now we have 2 trolls left. So now what we're going to do is these 2 trolls are going to attack the +2 folks, or the +1. So my folks have, 2 of them have a +1 to their defense. So we're going to actually make the rolls +2 because they get to, halflings get to add a +2 to that defensive roll. So we're going to go ahead and roll that. So 2d6s +2. We have a 4 and a 6. So they both managed to not take a hit from the troll. Well, one of them does. No, they both don't because they're level 5 trolls. So the 4 + 2 is a 6, and the 6 obviously passes. So now what we're going to do real quick is that one troll that fell down on a 5 or a 6, it comes back to life. Otherwise, it stays dead. And it stays dead. Excellent. So now we only have 2 trolls left. So our party's going to go again, attacking this troll. We have 4 of them. Let's see here. They're all at a -1. What I'm going to do is use one of my lucky rolls to... No, it's too early. We're only in the second room. No, we are going to allow... Nothing hits. Because the -1... Light weapons in this game, if you carry a light weapon, it's a -1 to your roll to hit. So none of them are going to hit at all, which means the trolls now get their turn. And there is 2 trolls. Okay, so the troll successfully hits one of my characters, and the other manages to save. So one character is going to get hit for 1 damage. So we're going to go to our sheet here, and we're going to just put a -1 right here and draw it. Not Frode. Yeah, he hit Frode. We're going to say that he hit Bilbo. Alright, so Bilbo takes a -1. And now it's the hobbits' turn again, or halfling. And none of them again managed to make contact with these trolls. Not looking good. We're gonna have the now they're gonna 2 of them are gonna defend, and it's at a +2 for both of them because they both get the +1 in armor and the +1 for their level against the troll for the halfling. So they both pass, which is great. Now the halflings get to go again. So far it seems to be a stalemate. And there we go! So we have a 5, a 6, and a 6. So 3 of those will hit. So what we're going to say is that one of them jumps on top of the troll, stabs it, kills the troll. The other one goes and cuts it to pieces so that we can guarantee that one is gone. The other one hits a 6, which is an exploding die. Even though it's a -1, it's still an exploding die. So we're going to roll that 1 in the corner again at a 4 and 3. So that troll's pretty much gone. Now the troll's not going to hit us anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to have them fight to death, but we're going to see if this troll comes up since nobody's available to chop it up. 5 or 6. And the troll gets back up. So they thought they killed it, and it gets back up, and they look over, and Sam Smart goes, "Oh, we didn't cut it to pieces, we must do it again!" So all 6 hobbitses go again. Okay, and they manage to succeed. We have one taking the troll down, and one of the other hobbits is following up and cutting it to pieces, and they are victorious against the troll. So we have the first battle against the trolls with them successful. So we're going to go ahead down here and mark an encounter where we had level 5 trolls. We had 3 of them. Oh wow, this is so bad. And we got them all gone. And this was a minion encounter. So I'm keeping track of what we kind of go through as we go through them. So now we get to roll on the treasure table to see what the trolls left us. So let's take a look and see what the trolls left us here. So it's going to be a D6 regular treasure. A 5. One item of jewelry worth 3d6 times 10 gold pieces. So let's see, how much is this thing worth? 8 times 10. That's 80 GP, an 80 GP jewelry piece. So we're gonna just go ahead and add that in right here. 80 GP jewelry piece. Good start. I probably spelled that wrong, but I really don't care. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and generate the next room as we traverse along in Mountain Doom. See what we get. Okay. A room with four entryways here. So we're going to go ahead and draw that. Right here. And what we're going to do is we're not going to get that right side, unfortunately. And part of my drawing skills, they're not the best, but you know what? It'll do for what we're trying to do for today. And we're just going to have to make it 2 entryways for now. Okay. And our hobbits just move up to the next room to which they encounter. What do they see in this room, perhaps? An 80. An otherworldly chamber where the boundaries between dimensions blur, allowing glimpses into the distant realms. So perhaps the mist went into this room and is giving them glimpses of the distant realms as they try and move closer to this lava pool, what they think is the lava pool, or what they're hoping is the lava pool here. And we roll an 11. Roll on the boss table. So let's see here, the boss table. So we're getting a boss already too. This is not looking good for our guys. They just got there. And a 3 ogre. Okay. So our first boss in this 3rd room. We have an ogre level 5, 6 life points, normal treasure. Each hit from an ogre inflicts 2 life points of damage. Okay, they're just gonna go and they see this big ogre in front of them and they think about it and they go, it's not the first time we've seen an ogre. Or perhaps they were trolls. And they just go and they get him. So they're gonna start the match here. It's 4 of them against 1. Okay, so the ogre's level 5 has 6 life points. What we are going to do is replace one of the... Well, so there's exploding dice first off. So we have a 6 and a 5, but the 5 drops to a 4. So only one of those hits. Let's go ahead and roll firstly for the second, top left. So 6 and 4 is 10. Minus 1, so it's a 9. So one of them hits, and the other 2, one rolled a 5 and one rolled a 4. We're going to use 2 luck from 2 of them to make those. Let's go ahead and re-roll 2 of them. We're going to re-roll just the second and third here. A 4 and a 1. So the re-rolls don't hit as well. So we managed to take 1 life point off this ogre and bring it down to 5 life points. Now the ogre is gonna go. He's going for Frodo. He wants that spoon gone. And he's just gonna go. So Frodo needs to roll basically a 6, a 5 plus 1. So Frodo needs to roll a 5 or higher to not get hit. Oh, and he rolls a 1. He's gonna take 2 damage. So Frodo takes 2 damage already. His life is at 2 left. He's not looking good. This may end very quickly for Frodo. Okay, it's the hobbits' turn again, or the halflings. Nice! We get 2 6s a 4 and a 5. So 2 of those 6s are exploding, which means we've now brought the ogre down to 3 life points. When an enemy and when a boss gets to half its life points, its level drops down to 4. So technically, the other 2 would hit too, but let's go in order. So 6 would hit, the 4 wouldn't hit, the 6 would, bringing it down to halfway. Would drop its, so that would be 1 additional. So now it's at 2 life. This ogre is at 2 life left. Technically, being exploded, I could roll again for 2 of them. And the 2 that exploded, let's see, is a 5, that's 11. Minus 1 is 10. We're not going to play that way. So there we go, it's at 2 life points left. The ogre goes, and we're going to say that Bilbo jumps in front this time, trying to take the hit for Frodo, knowing he's carrying the 1 spoon. He gets a +1. The ogre's now at a level 4, so he does not succeed, and Bilbo takes 2 damage now. So let's go ahead and give Bilbo 2 damage. Bilbo's only at 1 life left. He is clutching on, bloodied, but moving forward, he is just trying to do whatever he can for the party. We have them all go again, striking at this ogre. We have 1 that hits, actually 2 that hit now because its level is now 4. So 2 hit, that was the 2 that were left. They look at the ogre, they jump on him and pounce together. 1 hits him with the hammer, 1 hits him with the dagger, taking him out, falling down. And the party cheers, hooray, as they look on the corpse of this ogre. And the ogre leaves behind, let's see what the ogre leaves behind for the party. 1d6 gold pieces. 6 gold. Okay, very good. For the sake, this is just a one shot, I'm not going to keep track of it. Only thing I'm looking for is healing potions and things like that. So while the party's waiting in the room very quickly, they are going to go ahead and we have 2 folks with bandages. We're going to have Sam Smart bandage Bilbo, which will give him 1 health back, which will leave him at 2 health. So Bilbo has 2 health, and we're going to have 1 boss fight done. Yeah. Okay. Gosh, it's so hard to do this. 1 boss fight. 1 minion fight. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and draw the card for the next room. What does our next room entail for us? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they decide they are going to go through the right door here. Let's see. 1. Nope. How many? It was at the top and the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. We're going to say that second door was right here. That 1 door right here. Okay, the party is going to move forward through the right door. Making their way through Mount Doom. What artistic flair do we see in this room? Horrifying paintings and sculptures? No, that doesn't make sense for here. This chamber is completely covered in fungi and mold of all kinds, making every step feel as if you're walking on a thick rug. So far Mount Doom seems to be more of like Mount, I don't know, it's been like mists and fungus, and maybe it's more of a cave of doom is what it seems like. Let's go ahead and roll to see what we are going to encounter in this room, which is a 7. A roll on the minions table. And what minion do we come in front of here? Another set of frickin' trolls. Couldn't roll this. 1 troll. The party walks in amongst fungi and sees a troll feasting on the fungi and knows they've already dealt with trolls. They don't have time for this. They go all in. They're going to slash this troll if they can. and nobody manages to slash the troll because with a -1, it doesn't take. It doesn't take. That means we would virtually have to roll a 6, I guess, at this point to get that to happen. So now the troll goes. Troll goes to go for Frodo, and Bilbo jumps right in front again, trying to protect him, and takes a hit. Takes a hit. So that's 1 damage. With our hobbits is going, halflings going again. And again, nobody manages to make contact with the troll. Troll goes again, and this time we're gonna have Sam Smart. He goes to jump in front, and he takes a hit. They go again, and finally, one vanquishes the troll. The other goes and cuts him to pieces. The troll has been vanquished in this, or dispatched in this little room here, with us finding out if we got a treasure and what that treasure may be. Looking for hopefully some kind of healing potion for 1 gem worth 2d6 times 5 gold pieces. Not looking good. So let's go to our character sheets real quick. We said that Bilbo took 1 and Sam Smart took 1. We are going to go ahead and use the bandage that Pepin has to take away that 1 damage from Sam Smart. So Sam Smart's there, with Bilbo having 1 health and Frodo with 3 health, Pepin with still looking okay. Frodo holding our torch. We are going to move on. They look to the room ahead and they want to venture forward. Party will venture forward, and let's see what room comes next. These rooms are really big. Okay. This one has 4, so what we're going to do is 1. We're going to make these rooms a little smaller for the sake of map space. 2, 3. Okay. They look at each other and they say, they're thinking, should we go back or should we move forward? They are going to continue to move forward in the direction that they've been going through. Yeah, they don't want to pull that wall with us. Okay, so they make it into the next room. What does this next room entail? Perhaps something of artistic flair? 92. The great cave is the great, I guess, wall. Caves are covered in a soot and fire marks, clearly indicating that a great fire took place here. Well, yes, we're in a Mountain Doom, which kind of has, I guess, hints of sulfur and such, so it very much does. Rolling our 2d6 to see what's in this room. And what do we find in the room? It's empty. Roll on the special feature table. We're going to roll a d6. Get a 4. Cursed altar. As you enter the room, an eerie glow emanates from a sinister altar. A random character is cursed and now has -1 on his defense rolls. To break the curse, a character must either slay a boss monster alone or enter a blessed temple and have a blessing spell cast on him by a cleric. This does not bode well for our hobbits. So we're going to give Pepin this -1 now to his defense rolls. Not good. Not good at all. They look at each other and they say, "Where shall we go?" Frodo says, "I feel going up is the best option." So they will. They're gonna go ahead and head on up. Let's go ahead and see what we get next. So this looks like this is going to be a dead end here. Okay. before enter the room, leaving the soot and ash behind. Venturing into this room, what do we see? For the artistic flair. They walk in this room to see old broken statues, now twisted and grotesque, surrounded by pieces of fire and ember kind of glowing amongst them as they enter this room. What perhaps do we encounter in this room? An 8. Another minions. We get to greet another set of minions, rolling a d6 to find out what minion it is. Come on, be a troll. Orcs. We are finally combating some orcs who are looking to defend against a 6 + 1. This is 7 orcs at level 4. Orcs are afraid of magic and must test morale each time one or more is killed by a spell. If a spell caught, okay, so we don't have any spells. They never have magic items. Let's see, we don't have the option to bribe. We don't even have enough money, so it's either fight or fight to the death. We don't have the opportunity to even do anything besides fight at this point, so it looks like that's what we're just gonna do. Our halflings run right in, and they attempt to... No, doesn't work. They don't have anything. They don't hit at all. And we have 7 orcs attacking our hobbits right now. Our halflings. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's see here. They are level 4. So this one passes. This one passes. This one passes. This one passes. We have 2 failures and 1 pass. So 1 failure is gonna go. 1 damage is gonna go to Pepin. And 1 damage is gonna go to Bilbo. That actually kills Bilbo, and Bilbo is gone. Leaving Frodo, Pippin, and Sam Smart. Frodo yells, "Bilbo!" They look focused on the orcs. They don't think this is gonna happen, guys. They don't think this is gonna happen. They are not gonna be able to take the 1 spoon and save the world from its insatiable hunger. So one of them rolls an exploding dice roll. We're gonna use 2 luck. We've already used 2, so we're gonna use another 2 from one of our others and roll these other 2 here first before we do the exploders. So we're looking at these last 2. The 5 - 1 is 4, so we take out a second orc, so that's 1 orc, 2 orc, and now let's roll our exploding dice here in the top left corner. -1. That does not take out, well, technically it's 6 + 4 - 3. Nope, that does not take out another orc. So out of the 7, we've taken out 2, so we now have 5 left. So now the orcs get to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, that's 2 passes and 3 fails, and we have 3, so each one is going to take 1 hit. Dang. Frodo's going to take another 1. Pepin takes 1. Sam Smart takes 1. Leaving Frodo with 2, Pepin with 2, and Sam Smart with 3. And we have 5 orcs. Alright, we're going to go ahead and roll to see what damage, if any, we get. Nothing. None of them strike. None of them manage to take a hit. They brace themselves for the next pact of orc swings. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 saves because we do have a +2 for one of them. Or excuse me, a +1. These orcs are actually have to go get above a 4, so that only 2 pass with 3 hits. Let me see, that passes. They're level 4 orcs. That 4 + 2, that passes. Who else? Do we have 2 with +2, +1 armor? Just 1 with +1 armor. So that would give them a pass, 2 fails. Okay. So we're gonna give 1 to Pepin and 1 to Sam Smart. Oof. They could flee if they want. They're gonna try it again. Four, 2, and 2. We're gonna spend, I think I said last time we were gonna spend 2 luck. Did we reroll? Yes, we did. We're gonna spend another 2 luck, which would give us our last bit of luck for them. And one of them manages to use the luck to take out 1 ogre. Okay, so now that leaves us with 4 ogres left. And that was an exploder, so let's roll and see if we get another exploder. And it explodes again. That leaves us with three orcs. So now I think we do a morale roll, because half of the group is gone. Let's see, I'm looking to see, but we didn't determine if they were going to fight to death or not. Let's see. If we roll 3 or less, the remaining monsters flee. Let's see. Let's check and see. 3 or less, the rest of the orcs, seeing their comrades flee, leaving our few halflings that we have up there bracing. They look at each other, holding their wounds. I just don't know if we're going to be able to make it. Just don't know. Our group, hurt very badly, goes back down. Nope, we don't want to do that. Goes back down into this room. So anytime we go back to a room, we have to roll to see if we encounter wandering monsters. Do we encounter any wandering monsters? One, we do. Nope. Okay, we're good. No wandering monsters here. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the next room. They look and they talk about going over to the right. They're going to move over to the right, trying to continue this path in front of them, or to the right of them. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay, so like an H room. So it's kind of like a, let's see, entryway. So we're going to say it's like this. The door leads into something like this. And where are the, here the door. So we're going to say this is a door, and this is a door. Okay, so right there's a door. Okay, so we're going to say that this is the door, and this is the door. And pardon my terrible drawing, but I literally decided to do this last minute just for some fun, wanting to get some 4 Against Darkness, and normally I play this on pencil and paper. Okay, so they enter this room. What do we encounter in this room? We are going to skip the flare, being we don't have much time left, and I don't think they're going to be living a lot longer. What do we have? A 4. In a room, we get a 4. Special events table. Roll a d6. So some kind of a special event is occurring. Wandering monsters attack the party. Roll d6. 1 to 3, it's vermin, 4 minions, 5 weird monsters, and 6 is the boss. Be a boss, come on. 3. Vermin table. You know what? I wanted to use one of the luck rolls to re-roll this, but I can't. Because I don't want to fight vermin. It's a waste of time, really. But the dice have spoken. Vermin it is. So let's go ahead and roll a d6 to see what vermin we get. D6 vampire frogs. 3 vampire frogs at level 4. They're not undead. We are gonna go ahead and attack these 4 vampire frogs that are level 4. And 2 of them are gone, which leaves 2 left, which means we are gonna make a morale roll for them. Below 3, they flee. And they do, they flee. Perfect. With a treasure roll, they leave us a treasure roll. A 4 minus 1 is a 3. What do we get? A scroll with a random spell. This is what we needed for sure. Where's the random spell? The spells. To find where the spells are on this. Church, stage, recheck. Random spells, page 50. Okay, so let's roll it and see. We gotta roll a d6 and see what we get. A 4, sleep. So we have a sleep scroll. Perhaps we can save that for a boss. I'm gonna just put that right here. It may give us a 1-up for what we need in fighting a boss. Okay, we'll just put that there for the sake of moving things along. Okay. The party decides to head south. Let's see what room we get coming up next. A corridor. Okay. Okay, the party enters this corridor. What do we encounter in the corridor, if anything? 6. Another vermin table. What are we combating in here, perhaps? Another set of vampire frogs. How many? 3 vampire frogs. Level 4. We go to attack them. One of them hits, takes it out. There's 2 left. Another one hit, it explodes. 6 and 4 is 10. 6, 9. Since it's a 9 and each one's a level 4, that one person takes out 2 of the frogs, leaving them all dead. We roll on the treasure to see what we get. 5 minus 1. 4. Another gem. If we were to carry this on, we'd be making okay money. Vermins don't count toward any type of experience, so unfortunately for us, that doesn't matter, and we decide to continue south. What is the next room we are going to encounter moving south? Okay. And what did that room look like? I'm inversing the room is what I'm doing to give us room here. Okay, so they went through the corridor and now we're going to move them on into here. Trying to speed things along. Looking for this lava pool that we can throw our spoon into. Still haven't gotten there quite yet. Okay. What does this room have for us? A 10. Weird monsters table. Okay, so we're going to roll a d6 and we're going to add 1 because we've already encountered 1 boss to see if we get like the final boss in this room. So let's see here. 4 plus 1 is a 5. We roll a 5. A giant spider, which totally fits the whole scene and what we're kind of painting. Giant spider, level 5, 3 life, 2 attacks, 2 treasure rolls. Characters taking one must save versus level 3 poison or lose an additional life. Due to the spider's webbing, the party may not withdraw from this fight unless they cast a fireball spell to burn the webs. They always fight. Okay. So, we're not withdrawing, which we knew we weren't anyway. It only has 3 life, which is a plus for us. Here we go. Well, so perhaps we can try our sleep scroll. One of them can try the sleep scroll and the other 2 can attack. I want to try the sleep scroll first before the other 2 attack to not waste those 2 rolls. So Frodo's going to try and grab the sleep scroll out. He looks at it and starts to read it. I don't think there's any plus to reading a scroll for a halfling. I'm looking in the rules real quick to see if halflings get any plus to rolling a scroll. No. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. At this point, I feel like we have to use it. A level 5. He uses the sleep scroll. There's no plus to add to the sleep scroll. and doesn't work. So then we're going to have the other two hobbits, seeing that this thing didn't fall asleep, jump in and go to attack. And one hit's taking it down to 2 life, and it explodes. Let's roll again and see if we can get another exploder. Did not. That's 2 life. The spider goes now. Spider makes 2 attacks. Okay, so we have 1 save and 1 person's taking a hit. Let's look here and see. Who do we have? Sam Smart is going to take this hit for us. Thank you, Sam. Sam is at 1 health. Pippin's at 1 health. Frodo at 2. We're going to go ahead and have the 3 hobbits roll again. I say hobbits, halflings. And nobody makes a hit on this spider. Quite sad. Alright, spider goes again with its 2 hits. 1 hits and 1 doesn't. Now we have to decide who is going to die. Pippin, I'm sorry, you are gone. We don't flee. We don't have the opportunity to flee. We must move forward. Now, I should have technically put his weapon away to grab the scroll, but being we're so penalized, I'm just going to keep rolling with it. Because one of his hands is holding the lantern for them. So we're going to go ahead and give them 2. So now we only have 2 hits left. Let's see. 2 folks hitting. Oh, and 1 explodes. Very good. So the spider's down to 1 health. And its level is now a level 4 because it's below half of its health. So let's see with the second roll. Nope, does not hit. So the spider gets 2 hits, even though it only has 1 left. And nobody passes. Both hits are taken. Sam Smart is down, and Frodo takes 1 hit. Sam Smart is gone. Frodo looks and sees that he's the only one left. All his friends are gone. And debates fleeing. But we don't flee. We finish things. Here on Delve or Die. You delve or you die. And I think tonight will be the first night we die. Gonna go ahead and roll a 4. But he is a 4, so it does hit. Well, we have a -1 to our attack. So it doesn't because it's a 3. I was hoping he would have taken out this spider by himself, but does not. Okay. Spider goes 2 attacks. 6 and a 2. Frodo takes his last hit. As he looks up at the cave ceiling, holding the spoon, drops it and just blacks out, seeing the spider feast over him and all of him. And a little kind of weird creature comes and grabs the spoon and goes, my precious spoon. Oh, I'm so hungry. And you watch him kind of go off into the caves of Mount Doom with perhaps another 100 years to a millennia where somebody may eventually grab the spoon of all spoons and rid the world of the unsatiable hunger we all have. Because unfortunately our hobbits, halflings in this adventure did not. So again, this was just a brief playthrough of 4 Against Darkness. I just wanted to kind of touch on it. I thought it was kind of cute, especially running 4 halflings. I honestly didn't think I was going to get as far as I did, but hey, you know what? That's pretty cool. So check out 4 Against Darkness. Good game. A lot of modules that come with it. And like I said in my last session for the Dungeons & Dragons solo, I did get city maps out of it's TTT, the Treacheries of Troublesome Towns, which is a module or an add-on to the 4 Against Darkness book. I really enjoyed it. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. All the authors of the books are easily reachable. They're friendly. They're open to questions for this game. It's a very easy price point to get into for anybody who wants to solo play any type of game. It's not heavy to digest. Very simple. Check it out, and I'm thinking for my next solo playthrough, we'll be looking at Kieran Nathalis, which is one written by Black Oath Entertainment Alex T. So I'm thinking that will be the next one. This is a little more intricate. This is only a one where you only are playing one player character versus 4 and 1 against Darkness. And this one has a little more moving pieces, but 4 Against Darkness also has other modules that increase, and the difficulty grows as the characters grow. Routinely, I don't think you would have died like I would have tonight in your first dungeon. Very possible, but with 4 halflings, it's kind of difficult, especially with the negative modifiers they have. So anyway, thanks so much for watching Delve or Die. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment, leaving feedback so I can make these videos better for you all. And I appreciate it, and have a great one.